heard this trope like, oh, you're across the bridge, and this is pre-bridge construction. Yeah. Well, I don't even know if there's such a thing with 95, but before all this recent screw-ups, my friends didn't want to visit me in Providence when I lived out there because it was across the bridge. Oh, that's so far. It's like, try driving to friggin' Atlanta, Georgia, and then come see me, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, try driving to Lucas Oil Raceway and then talk to me. But,
and we got food on every corner, delivery,
yeah,
takeout.
Dude, we're so spoiled.
Pick up stuff late.
And what do you always hear? Oh, I hate Rhode Island. I hate it. It's like, dude, you would not be able to survive somewhere else, man.
We're in such a melting pot.
Yeah, we really are.
So before we continue, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time we've ever taken the podcast mobile.
Yeah.
So
great spot for it.
We want to thank you so much.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank my bosses, man.
We want to thank. We're at Pop Shop Life right now. We want to thank them so much for always being so accommodating every time we come in.
Yeah, definitely.
This is definitely one of the best spots to see a dope gallery, get some exotic snacks. But the focus right now is on Sayless.
Yeah,
and
Thomas Dykeman.
We're just gonna pick his brain a little bit because
go for it, man.
It's definitely something that me and Bueller have always wanted to do. So, and we feel like you received us so well whenever we reached out to you.
Yeah, certainly.
You're
like I said, it's kind of a platform, and I'm learning to. Hey, I'm kind of part of it now, so I kind of want to elevate the culture and the game that I've been given and kind of like try to do what I can to not only make my mark on it, but improve upon it.
So, so why don't you tell us a little bit about the shop first?
So
why should people come?
Well, first of all, there's nothing like this here in Rhode Island. There's a lot of imitators, and hey, that's great that they are getting in on this new culture of exotic snacks. There's been several shops around that have done it, whatever. We have a unique twist at our store where, yes, you come for the snacks and the sodas, and maybe even you're, versed in the Funko Pop world, so you're big on collecting that stuff. We have, I like to say for Funko Pop, we have everything from easy to find to one of a kind, and we have everything down low so like the kids can grab at it and stuff, but anything that's $20 and up, like rarity-wise, is on the shelf right behind the counter, and it's fun coming into work and seeing what new ones we have or which ones got sold. Because sometimes I think to myself, like, oh, I'm going to get that one next week.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Sold.
Yeah. And I'm not really big on Funko Pops. I got to admit, since I started working, I have quite a few now. But one of the ones that we sold, probably the most expensive one that I ever saw, is a Scarface one. Wow. This thing's going for $500. Somebody bought it.
Was it like a Chase variant?
Well, from what I understand, it's a Grail, right? It's
okay.
the Grailed, and at the time they only made so many. So
is that
and it's
like
Tony
vaulted?
Montana too. So
is that like vaulted Grailed? Or?
Yeah. So Grailed is like before they kind of changed up the company. It's like really early Funko.
Yeah.
And there's only a few like significant things that just by looking at one right next to each other, I'd be able to tell just from kind of learning it myself, like the bigger letters on it. When it says vinyl figure all in big letters, like that's what I tell myself, like, oh, that's the Grailed one.
Do you have the Funko app?
No. See, I'm still pretty new on all of that, and it's surprising to me that I have seen them, but I wasn't really interested in them before.
Yeah.
But even since I started working here, we got new kinds. Like I was telling you earlier, Bear. We started when I started here. I was kind of pushing Pokemon a little bit, and my bosses were. That's the cool thing about Tom and Chris. They're so approachable and such normal guys that you can talk to them about a lot of stuff. They're very well versed, and especially the glass. The art, I'm starting to grasp a little bit of that, but the glass is so cool. And
it's so beautiful. And
definitely some art pieces. We always tell, because parents are like concerned about maybe having their kid come back here or whatever, but we always tell them, there's nothing worse than like a gas station.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
And it's not just smoking devices. We have pendants and little little figures and the marbles and stuff. It's not
art.
it's just art.
It's definitely art. You gotta appreciate.
Yeah,
the,
and it's
the
very
aspect.
intricate.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to use one. I think I would just
definitely. I mean,
display only.
yeah, I wouldn't even let my friends look at it. That's something I put.
Don't
If I had
touch
any one of
it.
those, I just put them in a safety deposit box for 20
Like my
years.
grandma had like China, I'd have.
the
Don't touch
fine
those.
China's in the case. Dude. Hey, remember back in the day? Water pipes.
Water
Come on,
pipes,
guys,
yeah,
water
water
pipes.
pipes.
Yeah.
So when I'm big in the I can't say big. I'm a big fan of the sneaker world.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
when I had came in here originally, I saw some of the stuff for the first time in my life, like the Kid Robot stuff and all these other collectibles. And
Dunnies.
I fell for the Kid Robots and the Dunnies. And when I looked them up, Kid Robot back in the early 2000s came out with a sneaker. He did a sneaker release that he collabed with, and that sneaker goes for thousands of dollars now.
Right.
And then in my head, I'm like, I need something from Kid Robot now. So that's why like this place definitely got me in the eye of like I want some of this art.
Right.
You know, and it'll come a time for like some of these bigger pieces and stuff like that.
Oh,
but,
certainly.
But I'm gonna put an image on the podcast of the wall that we're looking at right now.
Yeah,
and just how
definitely.
beautiful it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's so cool too, because you could look at the same piece, like, and I find myself, because like a lot of times you look at it once and then now it's just there and it's in the background while you're working, for me anyway, right?
Yeah.
And the more you look at some of these pictures, the more details you kind of visually uncover, even though it's right in front of you. You know, the more you stare at it, you're noticing more. It's like listening to your favorite song on repeat. You could listen to it a bunch of times. You're still hearing a new note, or maybe you notice that they did like instead of like a downstroke, they did like upstrokes too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I was in here. We've been in here for a few hours now, just hanging out, and I walked by that Charlie Brown one a dozen times. I just realized that the design on his shirt's made out of bones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's cool.
You gotta sit back and soak it all up, you know?
Yeah, and that's the thing, kind of like when you first walked in here, there's so much sensory overload going on that you kind of have to take it into smaller pieces, smaller bits. Right. You know, there's more on everything. Even with this Skell art, see the Simpsons art right there? Yeah. It's by this guy named Skell. And this guy is so cool. He makes his own paper. All of that is like paper mache paper that he made by using Simpsons comic books.
Jesus.
And then he did the art over it. So when you look at it closer, those little images that are in the background, those are actually from the comics.
Wow.
Yeah, so really cool stuff on that.
So you brought up music. And, we were talking about music.
Oh, definitely.
Today. What's your go-to kind of jam? Like, what does music do for you? That's what I want to know first.
Music is like putting a pin back in a grenade for me, man. I mean, the way that my life is so like stressful sometimes, you know, it feels like you're gonna explode, right?
Yeah.
And music is that thing for me that hits that switch, and now it's time to unwind. Now it's time to kind of block out everything that you got going on, and just kind of like get lost in. Music for me is all about escaping just your realities and just kind of finding a new message. And for me, you know, I told you earlier, Bear, I love to write lyrics and stuff. I don't like consider myself like an artist or anything, but I definitely draw inspiration from all of my favorite artists. And a lot of times, you know, just listening to a beat and just getting some stuff that's like near and dear to you, you know, off your chest.
Yeah.
I mean, music is so therapeutic in that way for me. And, you know, as far as like the versatility of like the different stuff I have on my playlist, it might be some like 90s like grunge, or like, you know, stuff like Goo Goo Dolls, or the Gin Blossoms I've really been getting into. But You know, you might catch some 2011 ASAP Rocky on my playlist.
Long live ASAP.
Right, exactly. Like, catch me listening to some Freddie Gibbs. Like, right there, you got the Mad Gibbs.
Yep.
That's Madlib and Freddie Gibbs on the 2013 album called Pinata. And, man, that got snuffed for so many awards. Freddie Gibbs been pretty blackballed by the industry, but...
Oh, yes. I agree.
So Kanye West just came out with his newest release, and they say Freddie Gibbs had the best feature on it. And Freddie Gibbs has been kind of quiet for like the past 2 years and going through a lot of controversy. So it's interesting to see him kind of back in the spotlight and to say that on the whole, like on a standout Kanye West album, that he's the standout featured artist. That's kind of like a big deal because people would argue Kanye is one of the most
influential,
but also controversial artists of our time. But, you know, just like he says, I like the old Kanye. I miss the old Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Straight out the go Kanye.
Yes, exactly, man.
It's the whole thing with Freddie Gibbs is wild too, because I don't know if you're a fan of Benny the Butcher and Conway.
So Boldy James we were talking about.
Yep.
He just got signed to Griselda,
wow.
which is their label.
Yes,
Yes, and it's such a good fit. I mean, it's a no-brainer, really, if to get him on your roster. And him and Benny are going on tour. So on my other job, I work at a hotel in Newport, and we have another one of our sister hotels that's the flagship for our entire brand. It's called the Sonesta Royale.
Okay.
And in Boston. So I'm gonna get an executive penthouse suite, and I'm gonna go see Benny and Boldy. It's gonna be awesome. It's coming up this month, dude.
Yeah,
this month.
Benny and Conway are truly one of my favorites.
And dude, if you think about it, Eminem picked them up, you know.
Yes.
And gave them a little bit of exposure, but I've always had my ear to the underground aspect of things. All right. Yeah, that would be the alarm.
Take a quick pause.
Yep.
We're back, just for editing purposes, because I'm gonna have to cut that out. But yeah, so we were talking Benny and Conway and West Side Gun, and
dude, what a hype, man.
But he's the brains behind that whole operation, man. And you would never know because all you hear is do 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 do. Yeah. But even I look forward every Friday to New Music Fridays, and I try listening to like a little bit of everything that comes out.
Gotta be this weekend, right?
No.
Yeah, right.
And, actually, no, Schoolboy Q tomorrow, Blue Lips.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, dude. See, I seen Schoolboy, man, and that was back in 2011, dude. 2011, 2012. Mm-hmm. And just to see them at that time,
TV,
that's when they were just getting it in.
But last week, French Montana came out with Mac and Cheese 5, and he has a song with West Side Gun, and it's like the first song. I was just like, wow, like this is actually really good with West Side Gun because they incorporated the do 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 into the beat. It's not an ad lib, so it sounds like it's in the beat, man. And it's
like Kanye one.
It's just layered.
Kanye and Conway.
Yeah, it's just layered up, man.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 Kanye songs on that album, and Mac and Cheese 5, man. If you guys like French Montana,
what's that song? Get on me or whatever.
Get on me.
No, what's that song called that you were just talking about?
The one with
West Side Gun, and he's like,
where they at?
Where they at?
Where they at?
Yeah, with the diamond.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah, man. So I feel you, and it's hard for me to relate to a lot of people who listen to music because they don't see it the way you do, and that's the way I see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people, they'll listen to whatever's on the radio. They'll do the little poppy, and exactly when you're coming through the radio, and this is just terrestrial radio the way it is now. It's like a dying medium like anything else. The streaming companies came in and you get your streams now, but what you don't realize is that some of your favorite music isn't even on some of these platforms that they're trying to force you to go through.
Right.
And for me personally, I just can't really relate to a lot of, because if you think about it, a lot of music's all about the same stuff: breaking up, getting back together, partying, falling in love, you know, just like working hard, you know what I mean? There's just like different stuff. And I need something like lyricism is so important to me, and
Same, bro.
Especially with Benny, for instance, you know, like Dr. Bird's, that one song they have.
Yeah.
I mean, just the delivery and their comparisons, their similes, their slang with it.
Yeah.
Once you hear it, you might not even understand what the guy means. And that's what I love about the underground, because they're not going to break it down for you like this radio crap. Yeah. Like, if you know, you know.
They're delivering it to you how they want it.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to be able to decipher that.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially now in this day and age where all these rappers are, you know, potentially on the hook for things that they said in a song, you got to kind of redirect how you're saying it, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like just those guys and Griselda, and especially Boldy now that he's on the team, but you know, Boldy's been getting shine for about 2 to 3 years if you're looking at it like that, because he's been consistent. But I remember 2010, 2011, dude, Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean were really thugging it out. And he was on, Boldy was on a Big Sean song that it was called Fat Rap's Remix. And he was like one of the last guys, and like the whole playlist, because there's a few features on that song, Fat Rap's Remix. Chip the Ripper, classic, dude. Chip the Rip. You got Big Sean, Asher Roth, Boldy James, and then I don't even remember the other guys, but it's just like what a you know, ragtag group of people on that tape.
And the sad thing is back then, when you made music with someone, 9 times out of 10 you were in the studio with them, vibing out and making this and saying, I like that sound, I don't like that sound. Now I send you my raps on a flash drive, you put your raps on a flash drive, you send it to your engineer, and they make a song out of it.
Or even worse, you're working with these studio heads and executives, and they say, yeah, that's cool, but we think that Post Malone would be better on this beat.
Oh yeah, they can just...
And they just take your whole thing out like that.
Yep, and now you're a ghostwriter.
Right. And I just think that there are so many people who, like, in this day and age, I'm going to say after 2016, clout is like the biggest driver and motivator for most people. And it's such a strange... Clout is such a weird thing, because there's, you know, clout chasing and stuff.
Well, you see it on StockX,
like
the
people,
thermoses,
like the Stanley ones, and you know, we're such a consumer-driven people in America, and I just like the stuff that we consume, like the quality of the food, the quality of the whatever. Yeah. If it's being mass-produced, there's no quality to it, and that's why I just. To bring it back here, like, I love being part of this atmosphere and this culture, because coming into our store, you're not just coming in to buy something. Most people are coming in because they have no idea what we're doing here. They saw the pink building, they want to check it out. Oh, I drive by every day. But then it becomes an experience, and that's what our store is about, is giving somebody something that isn't tangible, right? Like an experience, you know, you can't sell those, but you can give them out for free. And my favorite part of this job is when people are ready to check out. I've been talking to them for about 20, 30 minutes on the pop shop side, and just kind of guiding them through and kind of, you know, telling them what I'm into. But then suddenly, you know, they're ready to check out, and I said, oh, and we're also a secret art gallery. And now I have their attention. They're like, oh, what do you mean? And you know, like you were saying, where's that button? So that button, I can get away with putting my hands on the counter and hitting the button with my thumb, and the whole wall opens up. Like,
that was cool, because like the last time we came here, it was open.
Yeah, well, sometimes you do get that, and I feel bad sometimes because someone's like, oh, I wish it was more of a surprise. But you know, like like today, I was doing the inventory. That was so nice. A lot of times, if we're going back and forth, we don't want to put all the stress on the door open and closing the whole time. Or if we're out back and we don't hear the ringer go off, we don't want someone to be just sitting in there thinking like, who's running the store?
And you guys have like an event back here. Yeah, I forgot what that was.
It was a shoe event.
That was so. Our boys, Don't Call It Hype. Check them out. we had them back here. They had a couple tables back here, and they have all kinds of cool
we'll plug them in there.
Yeah, North Face
and then
stuff,
you were doing that
or
scavenger
Supreme
hunt
stuff,
too.
or whatever. And then I actually just got one of the last high society events I went to. I bought a Bape Tamagotchi off of those guys.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super cool. That's actually where I got this lanyard, dude. It's a Bape lanyard.
Sick.
But
so
yeah,
I have to say, I don't want to say I fall victim, but I'm a sucker for going into a store and the person that's running the store gets personable with me. It makes me, and I have to say, every time someone came in here and they've never been in here today, and they told you that, you like accommodated them and you gave them an experience. You gave them an experience, and it's like you took those dudes back here just to show them something that you might think that they like, and that like the impression that's going to leave on people.
Yeah, well, actually, so right after they left, they also got those orange cream sodas that I sold you boys on. And then they messaged us and they said, yo, thanks for that selection. These things are hitting right now. I'm like,
24 ounces.
The boys just popped them too. What can I say, dude? They're pretty good.
Of, can you pass me mine, brother?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. So like it's just you're killing it in the sense of you're owning the vibe of what this
I'm taking control of the vibe, definitely.
And that's
when I'm here anyway.
Yeah, that's great. It's better than
Tom and Chris are vibes on their own, dude. You can talk to them about anything, and those guys, the people they know, and the the networking that they do. I mean, just to give you an idea of Chris, a couple of months ago, some friends of mine were selling some art. They had like some Supreme gear and stuff. And one of the Supreme things they had was like this Supreme sled. Like a toboggan type thing. So I just sent it to them because I know that they're into cool stuff like that. Like we have the Supreme skateboards and stuff. So I was like, hey, would you guys be interested in any of this? And, this is what they're asking. Chris was so quick. He's like, I'll give him $40 for it.
Is he the guy with the long hair?
Yeah.
With the glasses, the cool glasses.
Yeah, the cool glasses that, according to him, they're affecting the bridge of his nose.
Because they're heavy?
Yeah. So
they
to
are
a certain
dope,
extent, dude. Yeah, he's complaining, but they do look fly, Chris. So keep wearing them, man.
I agree.
He's another super accommodating guy every time he came in here.
And that kind of goes with what I was saying earlier, where I'm just not trying to come in and work my job. I feel like it's a platform and it's something that I can not only use to kind of elevate where I am, but also like I want to give back. I want to take care of the store like I had something to do with it. I'm just a bystander, but I come in, I try to sweep up, clean up, take out, make sure the store's looking nice.
Yes.
If I notice that it's a little blase blah, I'll sweep it up, do a little Swiffer action. And, I might not even tell, Tom or Chris, but one of them definitely will notice when they come in and say, hey, the store looks great, thank you. Or, they're always hooking me up with like freebies. Shout out to you guys.
Well, like you said before about if something's mass produced, you're not getting quality.
Absolutely.
And that goes for people too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can't have a mass produced personality and attitude when it comes to things. You gotta have quality people. And, it definitely shows. I mean, this place, it looks immaculate.
It does. And like I said, it's only the beginning. We've been here for just over a year now. It was a year in October, so now we're a year in some months. But you want to talk about something that's not mass produced.
All right.
So
here we go.
Yeah, here we go, dude. So
this was a surprise.
Yeah, dude. So a couple weeks ago, I hit up these artists.
Go walk it up there. So
guys, check this out. I got this made specially for the shop. It's a 1-of-1 piece made in February 24, and it's by Idiot Box Art. Now these guys, it's a couple from Hollywood, Cali, and they do everything on this special wood, right? And they take like a Ryobi and saw, and they just kind of make the outline for everything. Then they hand paint everything, and then they cover it in resin. They use the blowtorch and get the resin on, like all the epoxy up, nice done. And you can see like on the back how it beads up like that. Like they really know what they're doing, and they have it down pat to a science. And I have been following them, and I have a few pieces of their stuff in my own home that I started buying from Tom and Chris here at one of their older stores and this one.
That's sick, man. That's quality work.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a one of one. And I'm coming up on a year of being an employee here. And these guys, shout out you guys, man. You guys take care of me so well. And I contacted these guys and I said, look, I really want to get a special gift for them. And man, just giving this to Chris, man. I mean, I almost got a little teary-eyed, man. Because, you know, those guys take care of me, but also they just appreciated it too, you know.
And the best part is,
yeah,
it's the only one.
It's the only one, baby. And you know, the guys always say that everything in the store is for sale. Like everything is for sale, even the light fixtures. You want them? Take them.
I mean, so they got some nice ones.
Yeah, no, they do. Yeah, they definitely had something going on when they did this store, but I feel like this is just going to add to the ambiance in the other room once we have it set up. And the guys joked with me that now this is the only thing that they're not going to sell at the store. So I just thought that was super cool. And again, it's me trying to give back and kind of make my mark on it and give it my own spin, my own twist.
Yep. You didn't have to do that.
No, definitely not. You know? Yeah, but I definitely did want to. And that is the kind of person that I am. I'm trying to, I'm like, I don't really know who I'm like, you know.
That's probably that's one of the best things.
Yeah, but yeah, it's super cool to just give back and have a workplace environment where your effort is noticed, your ideas are appreciated, and you know, when you have a little bit more attention to detail on certain things, like giving customers an experience instead of just sitting at the register waiting for them to come up to you. I just feel like given it like my personal zest on everything definitely does make a difference, and definitely does have people coming back and saying like, oh, Sayless, good looks on this, or hey Tom, thanks for recommending these ones really hit.
The Sayless zest.
Yes, exactly. Listen, don't trademark that. But yeah, we were talking about High Society for a second, so just to shout them out. This guy DJ is super cool. Personally met him today, but right before you guys got here.
Yep.
But High Society, we do events in Rhode Island, in Providence area, every Monday. And they shut down the restaurant, so you can't just walk in. It's online only. You got to buy your tickets online. And they shut down the restaurant. It's bring your own cannabis. So we're lighting up in there. You got the free dab bar, and a couple weeks ago, Chris was telling me, you know, the rig they had was like a $30,000 rig. They were letting people, you know, sample and use. And beyond that, there's different vendors, and shout out us because we're one of the vendors there. You see, catch Chris every Monday chilling in there, slinging the snacks. And me and DJ were speaking today, and I was telling him about our dime bag selection over here and their smell-proof bag line. Now, they have regular dime bags that transport carry cases for your glass and other paraphernalia, but then they have the Omerta line, which is like it has like a lock on it, so it's like a different element of security and protection. You're making sure that your stuff's right where you left it. It's all padded on the inside. It's smell-proof. The outside layer of fabric is like a Kevlar type deal, so you're not going to be able to break into it with a knife or force your way in. And I just throw an Apple AirTag in the secret compartment of mine. So just super useful. And you know, we were saying, you know, if we were to bring some of these products to the event, you know, that could really be a cool game changer. And I'm sure he'll talk to Chris about that. But to kind of bring the High Society and Pop Shop full circle, we're going to start doing our own High Society Pop Shop collab boxes, smoker boxes with the snacks and everything, with the munchies that you love, right?
Yeah.
But then also like some like cool lanyards, some cool stickers, you know, like might get some cool, like little freebie stuff in there, like a lighter or something. So it's definitely going to be cool. And we just got the stamps. We got these professional grade stamps, the customs, and they look so cool. I'll send you guys a picture of them.
Cool.
But we got the special stamps for the boxes that we're making, and they just got everything done today. So
hey, can you use them in the post?
Yeah.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you guys an image of the stamps. But Chris was talking to me about it like a couple weeks ago, and I just thought, oh, cool, like a stamp. Like, okay. But to know that they got it all done custom and stuff, like, and it's like the handle of the stamp is like made out of like this fine wood grain. I'm like, yo, this shit's nice. Like, so yeah, we're definitely not taking it lightly.
Like a stamp, not
I got that now. I was thinking U.S. Post. I was like, oh, yeah, 25 cents fucking stamps.
Can we use it in the post?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, dude. It was only 18 cents, dude.
I got it.
But yeah, dude. It's just been a crazy time working here, and I just feel like it's only gonna get cooler. I have kind of my own few ideas. I was talking to you guys. I'm not going to say it out loud yet I don't want to jinx myself. But, I look at this case sometimes and I think like, oh, dude, I feel like we're just going to get more niche.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, like the niche stuff, that's what's hot right now. Like that market of like with our foreign snacks and stuff, people just love it. And obviously they eat it up, but like literally and figuratively, right? Because it's like you're looking at the packaging and just everything about it is so different. Again, that kind of sense of like sensory overload. You're looking at everything and you're not necessarily reading what the flavor is. You're looking at the different colors that are popping out.
The marketing of it.
Yeah. And just like even the shapes of the bottle or like some of the aluminum cans, it's pretty wild stuff. And then like it tastes amazing. And speaking of that, I'm just going to get up one more time. I'm going to grab a few samples for us to try. Sick. So I already grabbed some.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
It's crazy because every time I'm in here, and we've been in here, like I said, for a few hours, you just see different stuff every time you look.
I know. Yeah, I actually like that Campbell's picture a lot.
I mean corporate? This is corporate.
The girl with Campbell's, she's wearing like the...
Oh, I didn't even...
Alec or whatever.
I didn't even realize that. I thought it was just like a dress.
Yeah.
Is that what you're into?
No, the first time I saw it, I was like, all right, what is that? And every time I keep looking at it, I'm like, oh, I got it. It's a Campbell soup can.
You should buy it.
That one?
Yeah.
I like the Simpsons one.
The Simpsons.
Dude, my boss loves the Simpsons.
With the comic books.
I didn't know that.
That's cool.
Well, before you guys leave, I'll take you over there. We'll check it out.
Yeah, check this out.
But here. Okay. Take this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, dude. Yeah, right, dude. Best flavor on the map.
So we're going to do it your way.
So after I was wonderful enough to give my boss such an exquisite gift. Tom actually really hooked me up. I've been drinking these. These are sun-kissed black currant sodas. So a black currant is like a type of grape, right?
Okay.
And this is like a grape had a baby with another grape. And this is not just a grape soda. It is grape soda with a grape juice in it, real grape juice.
Okay.
So this is like a fine wine of a... no.
Can you go up there and
yeah, absolutely. And
market it.
Sayless. Yeah, so check this out, dude. This guy's going down the slide, bunch of grapes going down a slide, and that is like a flavor wave for our taste buds to get enveloped by, because this really just changed, like, this is my first foray into foreign snacks and drinks. Like, I love grape soda, so this really just came out to me, and we have right now in the store, if you guys come by, we have pomegranate, we have passion fruit, and we have lemon lime of the sun-kissed, but we don't have the black currant in store right now. So
this is VIP.
This is VIP for my boys, Bear and Bueller, dude.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, dude, definitely. Well, yeah, it's definitely
that was hitting in the
VIP,
fridge
dude.
too. He was like, he had to move a couple bottles over.
Well, I had to keep it hidden.
Yeah, and chilled. I appreciate that too. Thank you.
Give you a little bit more.
It's a good pour.
Give you a little bit more. There we go. Dude. All right, cheers, boys.
Give us
what's your toast?
What's your toast?
Hey, all right, to my business proposals to my boss, you guys, listen, we're going to talk soon. And then to you guys and me being the first guest on the Bear and Bueller podcast, right?
Dude, that's Sayless, man.
Here I am, dude. Wow. First impressions, guys.
Tantalizing on my taste buds.
It tastes like real, and it smells so good.
It's not fizzy either. It's like
it tastes like real grape.
Yeah, it's like a real wine almost, dude. Like a soda wine.
I know. I gotta switch it around. You got a pail?
You got an aroma?
Yeah, right. There's like subtle notes, and then like
oaky, nutty,
there's
right?
Right. And this is how you tell. You go like this, and if it sticks to the side like on a wine glass, that's when they say, oh, it's got legs.
Oh, okay. What's that mean?
So when you like have it upside down like this, right, and then like it comes down, sometimes it'll come down and look almost veiny.
And what does that mean, though?
Well, that's exactly what it says when they got it in the cup like that, and they're kind of swirling it around in the cup, and then when it slides down off the glass, they say, oh, it's got legs. That's all. Visually, it's got legs. Yeah, they'll say that, and that's the consistency of it.
It's really delicious.
Wow. Yeah, it really is, dude. I flew through a case of these in like probably less than 2 weeks, probably a week.
I'd be chugging that. I'd be like,
oh, dude, it's sad that it's ending.
Yeah.
I know. I got like a little bit in my cup.
Yeah.
It's gone.
I just wanted to give you guys a little taste of the good life.
No, I appreciate it. I know. I got little drops on my cup.
Yeah, exactly, man. Listen, now we're cultured gentlemen. You know, we're men of culture.
Should have had our pinkies up.
Right, that's Dr. Evil.
Right. Pull out the crystal.
That's me at my other job, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
That slams, man.
Yeah, and this is the last one that I have left. And I thought today when I was leaving, I'm like, I'm gonna share it with the boys. Yeah.
Came through.
So I actually did come through with a little bit more. Now these are So yeah. So these are part of the new street art collection, Cara Jane Diffie, and essentially they have different street artists come and make their own flavor of Doritos in Australia. So right now we got this flavor, the Chaos Cajun Chicken. I have yet to try, but there is a different bag called the Boss Taco that Cara Jane Diffie also made, and the Boss Tacos are great, but yeah, I already tried those. So.
That was one you reviewed on your page,
when you
right?
open it nice and slow and right next to
So
the
not like I did the other one.
Yeah.
Right next to the mic.
We got some
All right, dude.
No, the mic's on you.
Oh, yeah,
you can do
sorry.
Right, you can do right.
Yeah. Well, see, this is my first time on a podcast, guys. I'm not good mic'd up. I already touched this thing 20 times, dude. Good luck editing it out. Yeah, I got some legs, dude.
You're a natural.
All right, so here we go. Some ASMR.
Oh, yeah.
Much
and
better,
the smell. The smell is kind of off-putting.
Oh, nothing's worse than that stale egg one you had.
Stale eggs.
Oh,
Dude,
what was
egg
it?
yolk popcorn.
Oh, dude, it was disgusting.
Trash.
It was like what was that?
It wasn't from here though. It was
something Yums, right? It was a mail-in box that you would get.
Oh yeah, I got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
You guys do not do the snack boxes. Come on down to Pop Shop. We got mystery boxes. $25, $50, all the way up to $200 mystery boxes.
They saw on our Halloween special. We did that on
And listen, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but some of the $25 boxes, guys, have a $25 gift card in it already.
Oh.
So you're getting double the value, all right? That's what we do here.
Wow,
and we don't tell you that.
So only the people listening to this podcast right now get that.
Dude, it's not like you can go on popshop.com and put in Bear and Bueller for 20% off, but you know.
Yeah, or imagine.
But
future references,
plus.
dude.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, these are fire. No, keep going, bro.
Get it on your taste buds, bro.
Oh, my taste buds are fist bumping.
Right.
And my stomach's like, keep sending that down.
Yeah, well, no, we're gonna save some because look, we also got.
There you go, get up there.
Is that bubbles?
Trailer Park Boys Dirty Burger.
Okay.
No, we had Doritos cheeseburger. No, it was Doritos.
Oh yeah, the Burger King ones.
Doritos Whoppers.
Yeah, we had those.
And that was a small bag. and where we were getting it from, it was like $8 by the time that we're passing it to you guys.
And I really thought that tasted like a Whopper. His sister never had one. She had no idea. And I was like, yo, dude, you got the onions, you got the bird. Remember the Whopper one? That was good.
So the thing about this one, though, is that it's actually $6 and you get more chippage. Like, this is probably the amount of air right here.
That's not bad.
So you get a lot of chippage. So
right next to the mic. There you go, ASMR.
There we go, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Now these ones, you smell the pickles right away, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, man.
He's got no sense of smell.
He's like, I had COVID 4 years ago, so it kind of knocked me out, dude.
Yo, look at that chip. That's a chip.
That is a chip.
That's a big chip.
And guys, be on the lookout for these because there's other versions, and we're looking to get them. So they have like the dressed one where it's like got oil, vinegar, like
so
the
these aren't
seasonings.
like exotic?
These aren't particularly exotic.
I mean, they're from Canada, aren't they?
But they're from Canada, and they're Trailer Park Boys.
I got you.
And it's a cheeseburger chip. So
do they
we
have
decided
ketchup? They gotta have ketchup.
we do have ketchup chips here. They're from Canada as well.
Yeah, I feel.
But I just feel like ketchup is like you're gonna get a ketchup chip, bro.
Or a poutine, right?
We do have the Canadian
That's much
poutine.
different, dude.
That's Canadian, though, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Dude, I like these. I like those better than the other ones.
I do too. Those are fire.
Go through it back like no problem.
Yep.
Oh yeah, easily. I'd be I'm pouring that in.
While you're playing video games.
Right. What games do you guys play?
We're on Hell Divers right now.
With your fingers slipping off the controller. I know what happened. Hell Divers, Call of Duty.
We're diving, hell diving.
But
I play a lot of PUBG and Daisy.
Okay.
Daisy is a very toxic video game. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. But it has consumed quite a bit of my time.
PC gamer then, or
no? Honestly, I have the new Xbox.
All right.
And once upon a time, I was working at Target embarrassingly for a little while last year.
Yeah.
And it was just like an in-between gig. But I definitely used my Target discount to buy my Xbox. That was like part of the plan.
That's one thing I miss of Best Buy. I used to get 10% above cost.
part of the plan.
Yeah. Well,
get a job at Target, use discount by Xbox, quit Target.
Well, yeah, actually,
I quit today.
I was very flattered working at Target. They found a way to illegally fire me, and I also tried to unionize. Shout out Target and the store in Seekonk. You guys were really terrible to all your employees. But yeah, the kind of guy that would like point at you and then go like this, come here, to like scold you, but like he thinks he's like a grown man for like whatever. Like,
I'm a grown man. You're not
dude. And basically, yeah, that was like the gist of it right off the rip. So. I didn't last long there, but then
Xbox,
right, dude. I cashed out, dude.
You got a 5-finger discount,
and that's when COVID was going around. So anytime you got COVID, they were like making you stay home, but they were paying you. So I'm like, okay, I'll stay home.
Worth it.
Tell me twice. Yeah. Still a little froggy, guys.
People were abusing that at our job, and they started making us go into work.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, now we're finding out it's all a lie, and cough right on me. Let's go. Yeah. So. I was working at a warehouse and I crashed the forklift into the friggin' sprinkler reservoir, dude.
Oh, God.
So you boys ever been to Water Whiz when the bucket when the bucket fills up and then it tips? Yeah, dude. So and then this jerk I was working with, these warehouse guys, when they got a good thing going and they're all kind of got the same pace and the new guy comes in.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how critical they would be, but they were like. They didn't like me, because I was ambitious.
You're the FNG.
Yeah.
The fucking new guy.
Yeah, definitely FNG.
Get this load out of here.
Yeah, times 2, dude. So, yeah, the water's going everywhere, spooling out, and the guy's like tiptoeing around the water line. And he goes, oh, I think you hit something.
No kidding.
I spilled my water, buddy. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. My Stanley spilled.
Dude, I'm drenched. And then, like, on the way home, I'm driving home, and they're like, yeah, this isn't going to work. I'm like, oh, so they fired me. Okay, so I got a job at Target. And, it was like, at the time, I was like, well, I need a job ASAP, so let me look for a job nobody wants. So I did Target overnight. Just moving boxes on a conveyor belt. They don't want you to talk to anybody. They don't want you to listen to music. My issue. And they're just kind of like barking orders at you and like yelling at you and like kind of like disciplining you and then also being really demeaning and condescending.
Yeah. Fuck Target.
And then it's right. Fuck Target. And I tried.
Fuck them.
Yeah, right.
Target.
Yeah, Target from Boston.
Yeah, go to Kohl's, baby. Shop at Kohl's. Expect great things.
Right.
Kohl's Cash.
Yeah, Kohl's Cash. Yeah, dude.
Not Target.
Dude, I felt like I had a Target on my back working there. And it was really.
I worked at Kohl's at night shift, and they would send me upstairs to do inventory because I was talking to all the people too much. They're like, Bueller, go over there. Over there.
Yeah. Keep going.
Upstairs they need stuff audited. What?
Yeah, so I got to the point where I kind of inadvertently became this ringleader where I was standing up for everybody and going against the bosses there and the leadership there, and I really put them all like these people are on autopilot, and when you challenge them in a way that actually is articulated, makes sense, and you with logic, they kind of don't know what to say to you.
Freeze up,
because they're used to telling like 16-year-olds,
and they listen.
Yeah, they listen because they don't know.
A bunch of yes men.
In fact, a lot of people don't learn how to advocate for themselves in the workplace, and I feel like that's such a detriment to just living and working in America. I'm not saying that you deserve anything, but my dad, God rest him, he used to say that working hard was a choice, right? And it's so true because, even at Target, the kid next to me was going so slow. It's like, dude, are you even alive right now? I don't even know if his I don't know if the glasses would fog up or not, dude. You know what I mean? So I told him, I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I said, look, I'll give you...
Slow down, buddy.
Yeah, I was like, I'll give you like a quarter of weed right now if you just bust your fucking ass because you're making me look like shit, and I don't want to fucking hear it from this guy.
Turn it on then.
Yeah, and the kid probably took like 45 seconds of silence, and then he's like, really?
This is a good deal.
Yeah.
This is a good deal.
And dude, I'm going to take off my glasses for effect here. So I know I was working with this kid every day for 3 weeks, and I know that he was a lazy MF, right? But I told him that, and I never saw him work so hard. And at the end of our shift, on the break, the whole line clears out, and we go to break. Me and him are the last ones out. We're picking up the garbage underneath the conveyor belt. And mind you, everyone else already screwed.
Yeah.
We're doing this to be helpful and all this stuff. This guy, Mr. Come Here, he's like, so-and-so, you got to work harder. And I know that this kid pushed it to his limit today.
Yeah.
But I said, look, I know you're pissed at this guy, but he sees you doing what I've seen you do every day.
Yeah.
He's not going to notice it because he's a bad boss.
Yeah.
He's not going to notice that you actually tried today.
Yeah, exactly.
And the kid's just like, he's like, who are you? I'm like, dude.
I'm Sayless.
Yeah, don't even. Let's not even.
Angel.
Yeah, exactly. And, to this day, actually.
I'm taking this Xbox.
The kid, yeah, right, dude.
I quit.
Yeah, dude. Well, it was actually epic, dude, because they had called me in the office and they basically fired me because they knew that I was like trying to unionize them and stuff. And they said, well, Tom, as you know, you're a seasonal hire. I said, no, I'm not. They said, well, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, you hired me back in May. That's not any seasonal, I'm here. And then they said, well, normally you'd be right, Thomas, but with you, we did something called early seasonal hiring. Which just sounds like the biggest crap load of like elephant turd ever, dude. But of course, who am I going to talk to? The HR guy is no help and no use.
HR is there to help the company, not you.
Absolutely, dude, by far. And so they said all this stuff. So they said, well, don't worry, you can still work here another week. Or the 2 weeks. They're like telling me my 2 week mark.
Oh,
I said, no,
So
I think we're all done here.
I went buy my Xbox now.
Right. Dude, I literally got on the radio and I just said, and now obviously I had the radio. I could have said whatever I wanted to. I'm articulate gentleman, if you couldn't already surmise that. And I said, hey guys, just want to let you know it's been a pleasure working with most of you. Management, not so much.
Oh yeah.
And I left it at that, but I heard a few weeks later someone else got inspired by me and said the most. You know what I mean? And awesome. I could have taken that into my car and just went indefinitely on channel 1, dude. Yeah. It's so funny because like they have their little radio channels on the mic, so they're like, can you go to 2? Can you go to 2? And we're always making fun of the guy, like, so sometimes we'd be like, hey, can you go to 2 for me? And then we're not even waiting on the other channel for him. We just wanted to say it to him. Yeah. And just waste his time. Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of that.
2 or 3.
Yeah. It's so funny when you're under stressful, rotten conditions like that, it really does bring out the most human side of you. Yeah. To kind of experience it with somebody else and kind of deal with that frustration and laugh about it and get the workday done. But coming from those 2 jobs where it was dangerous, it was difficult, they didn't train me, they were, scrutinizing you, you heard productivity and efficiency 80 times in the first 10-minute briefing. And dude, why are we doing briefings at Target? It's not like we're landing rockets on the moon or anything. And that was a famous quote I had there that all the kids loved. They're like, landing rockets on the moon. It's like, right, we're picking shit up, we're putting it down, dude. Why are we going to worry about saving 10 seconds the way that I opened the box? But it's kind of like when they kind of have so many instructions that it's kind of like it defeats the purpose of what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to be efficient. You're trying to be productive. But if you knew anything about that stuff, you would know that being a busybody and kind of micromanaging everything has the opposite effect entirely. Yeah. But they are, they love that corporate D. And, they're just trying to satisfy their own. A lot of people in those positions are just over a barrel. Like, this is what I'm doing with my life. Like, I'm the manager at a Target. Like, and you know.
I'm a lifer. Yeah. Because I worked with those. I'm like, how are you still here? I've been here for 45 years.
So, to kind of
redirect.
Well, not redirect. Maybe, do you want to give us like a quick outro?
Yeah.
And and then we can wrap it up. Maybe I'll take a couple more shots.
So like outro on what?
We'll do more dance.
Just like give us like a hard hitting like this is Baron Bueller and the Pop Shop and Sayless.
Yeah. Okay. So a
little creative, wrap get up. Articulate.
Yeah. Right. So
it's been. I'll start.
Yeah.
All right, and then you can finish off. It's been a pleasure doing this. We're so happy that you gave us this experience to be able to do it.
Shout out Tom and Chris.
Shout out Tom and Chris. Thank you. I've met Chris. I have not met Tom yet. This is just, for Bueller and I, this is definitely something awesome to check off the books, and we hope you'll have us back again.
Yeah, I'm sure we
want to see you guys grow, and we want to keep coming back.
Definitely, and that's the vibes. I mean, a lot of people ask, like, how long you guys been here? And just since October of last year. But really, I see my bosses playing the long game. They are constantly thinking of new ways to bring people in. Like we were talking about earlier, it's all word of mouth, right? Yeah. We're not big on the whole advertising everywhere type deal, and it kind of does make a lot of sense for this kind of thing. It's like Rhode Island's best kept secret here. So, on behalf of the Pop and my 2 bosses, Tom and Chris, just want to say everyone who comes by, thanks for stopping by and checking us out. We got new stuff all the time, every week. Check the Instagram handle at Pop Shop Life and at Shh Gallery, and that's SHHH 3 H's Shh Gallery. Beyond that, I want to thank Baron Bueller, you guys, for being rad and letting me be on your podcast. And hopefully you get some more cool guests.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But, it's going to be hard to top me.
Yeah,
right. I agree, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, no problem.
If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to smash that subscribe.
Yeah, smash that motherfucking like button, guys, okay? And then I just want to do a quick shout out. Shout out Sammy's Pizza, because we all just had some bomb chicken Alfredo with bacon. That was smacking with the garlic bread. Nice touch, Sammy.
That was good.
We see you, Sammy.
Yeah. Change your name to Slam and Sam's Pizza. But then aside from that, shout out Fresh Pita Twist. They're our neighbors here, guys. And if you guys like real, authentic, tasty, good mood food, sorry, Newport Creamery. Definitely check out our friends over at Fresh Pita Twist, right on the same plaza as Pop.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm Sayless, and I'm signing off. Thank you guys.
I'm Bear signing off.
Bueller signing off.
We're out of here.
Fuck Target.
Cool shit, guys.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that was fun, dude. I could have kept going.
We're gonna have to do this again, man.
Yeah.
Really go. It's gonna be a long edit. I'm just gonna grab your mic.
Oh yeah, probably, dude. Well, so yeah, you're gonna have to worry about that because I hit the mic probably 10 times trying to just like grab my chest.
So it has an automatic
bump thing where it's like
sound cancellation.
Yeah. They look fancy. Yeah, they look fancy as fuck.
What do you call it? Dead cat.
So you guys have not really been able to utilize some of this, I bet.
This is our first time.
This is our first time using this.
Going mobile because